is only your second animated film, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
What made it special to you and stand out from other work?
Just the very initial sort of conversation that Gore and I had. I was intrigued immediately because the way he put it to me was, it was very early days, and he said, "I have this idea for this animated thing, which will involve a lizard on an existential quest within the format of an epic western." And just those elements together just intrigued me beyond recognition. So, yeah, I dove in.
And how much influence did you have on the development of this film? Because there's a lot of Hunter S. Thompson feel. The poster looks like the poster for Fear and Loathing. There's Bat Country. There's a cameo from Hunter S. Thompson in that. How much of that was you, and how much of that was just in the film already?
It's kind of the stuff that just sort of happened when Gore and I sit down and start riffing on things. That's kind of how the Hunter Thompson, the Raoul Duke character came up in the film, and which I thought was really fun because it's the first time that two of the characters that I've played in films have actually met on screen. So I was kind of excited about that. It just comes out of just sort of talking, riffing, but Gore being a huge Hunter Thompson fan, and certainly the desert being what it is. I mean, it's rife for bringing up Bat Country for sure.
Yeah, and the art style even looks a lot like the art style from the old books. And is there any chance that we're going to see the Rum Diaries release this year? Is there any movement on that for the U.S. release?
Yeah, the Rum Diaries is all done. We shot it, and we held it off basically from release this past year just because there was so much stuff coming out, So we held it off to try and find a nicer spot for it to come out, and I think it's going to be coming out this fall, but it's a great film, a lot of fun, very Hunter, very Bruce Robinson, and I'm really proud of it. Yeah.
And another interesting project you have is that you've been talking about Dark Shadows for a very long time.
Yeah.
There have been a couple different versions. There's an older TV series, a newer TV series, and then your film. What is your version of Dark Shadows going to be like, and are you excited to film it?
Very excited to film it. It's something that Tim and I have talked about for a number of years because we were both fans as kids. Run home at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to go watch this gothic soap opera on television, with vampires and everything. Let's see, our version, I guess, there's something very interesting that's coming from the screenplay and from the talks that Tim and I have had, which is it retains that sort of bizarre distance that everyone has with one another in terms of the characters. Maybe Barnabas in this version is maybe a little bit more, maybe waxes a little more poetic now and again, but it's definitely in keeping with the original series.
Thank you. That's all we have.
Thank you.